She's not responding to your texts, your calls go straight to voicemail. The woman you care about has gone silent, and every fiber in your body wants to react, to chase, to demand answers, to let your emotions drive your next move. Stop. Here's what separates men of character from everyone else. When the world tests your composure, you don't break, you don't beg, you don't lose yourself in someone else's silence. I've watched countless capable men destroy their dignity chasing after women who've checked out. They send paragraph-long texts. They show up uninvited. They sacrifice their self-respect for a response that may never come. And in doing so, they prove exactly why she pulled away in the first place. But you're different. You rehear because you understand that your response to rejection reveals more about your character than any success ever could. Today, we're going to master the ancient art of Stoic response. Not as a manipulation tactic, but as a fundamental approach to maintaining your power when everything inside you wants to give it away. The Stoics understood something most modern men have forgotten. Your peace cannot depend on another person's behavior. Your worth isn't determined by someone else's attention. And your next move should never be driven by desperation. If you're ready to respond to silence with strength, to handle rejection with dignity, and to build the kind of unshakable inner foundation that makes you magnetic, not needy, then keep watching. Because what I am about to show you will change how you handle every difficult relationship moment for the rest of your life. Problem identification. Let me ask you something honest. When she goes quiet, what's your first instinct? For most men, it's panic. The mind races. What did I do wrong? Is she with someone else? Should I send another message just to make sure she got the first one? This isn't weakness, it's human nature. But it's also exactly what destroys attraction and respect. Here's the uncomfortable truth. When you chase someone who's pulling away, you're not showing love, you're showing insecurity. When you flood her phone with messages because she hasn't responded, you're not demonstrating care. You're proving you can't handle uncertainty. When you show up at her workplace or her apartment because she's been distant, you're not being romantic, you're being desperate. And desperation repels everything you actually want. Think about the last time someone became overly available to you. Maybe a friend who always said yes, always agreed with you, always made themselves available at your convenience. How did that make you feel about them? Did their constant availability make you value them more, or did it make you take them for granted? The same principle applies here. When you make yourself completely available to someone who's showing you limited interest, you're teaching them that your time, attention, and energy have no value. You're recommunicating that you have so little going on in your life that her silence becomes your primary concern. But there's a deeper problem at work here. Most men have built their sense of worth on external validation. They feel good about themselves when women respond positively, and they feel terrible when women pull away. This is emotional dependency, and it's the enemy of genuine confidence. Consider this pattern. You meet someone, things go well initially. You start investing more emotional energy. She becomes busy, distant, or less responsive. Your anxiety spikes. You increase your efforts to reconnect. She pulls away further. You interpret this as confirmation that you're not good enough. Your self-esteem plummets. This cycle repeats because you've made someone else's behavior the measuring stick for your own value. But here's what the Stoics knew. When you place your emotional well-being in someone else's hands, you've already lost your power. The ancient philosopher Epictetus, who lived as a slave before becoming one of history's greatest teachers, understood this better than anyone. He said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When she ignores you, that's an outside event. Your response is where your power lives. Most men get this backwards. They try to control her response by changing their behavior, sending different types of messages, showing up at different times, trying different approaches. But you cannot control another person's feelings or actions. You can only control your response to them. This is where transformation begins. The transformation framework. Pillar 1. Emotional mastery through perspective. The first principle of Stoic response is understanding what you can and cannot control. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." When she doesn't respond, your mind immediately jumps to worst-case scenarios. She's with someone else. She never cared. You said something wrong 3 conversations ago. Stop. Return to facts. She hasn't responded to your message. That's all you know. Everything else is storytelling, and stories create suffering. Daily practice. When you feel the urge to interpret her silence, write down the facts versus the stories you're creating. Facts: she hasn't responded in 2 days. Stories: she must hate me now. Notice the difference. Live in the facts. Immediate action. Right now, identify one situation where you've been creating stories instead of dealing with facts. Write it down. This awareness alone will change how you handle uncertainty. Pillar 2. The power of productive distraction. Stoics did you and suppress emotions. They channeled them into productive action. When she goes silent, your emotional energy needs somewhere to go. The weak choice is checking her social media obsessively or crafting the perfect text to win her back. The strong choice is redirecting that energy into your own improvement. This isn't about playing games or trying to make her jealous. This is about recognizing that your time and energy are finite resources that should be invested in your growth, not wasted on situations you cannot control. The 24-hour rule. When someone doesn't respond, commit to 24 hours of complete focus on your priorities before any follow-up communication. Use that time for something meaningful. Work on your business. Hit the gym. Spend time with friends who actually want to be around you. Weekly implementation. Schedule your week so that your happiness and productivity are undependent on any one person. Responses have backup plans. Multiple social options. Projects that excite you. A full life creates natural abundance. Pillar 3. Strategic communication. When you do communicate, make it count. Stoic communication is clear, purposeful, and outcome independent. You say what needs to be said without attachment to the response. The single message principle. Send one clear message. If it requires a response and you don't get one, that is your response. And non-response is communication. It's telling you where you stand. Quality over quantity. Instead of sending multiple messages hoping one lands, craft one message that represents your authentic self. If that's not enough, then she's not your person. Accept this reality instead of fighting it. Example framework. I noticed you've been quiet lately. If you need space, I respect that. If you want to talk, I'm here. Either way, I hope you're well. Send it once. Move on with your life. Pillar 4. Building outcome independence. The strongest position in any relationship is genuinely not needing it to work out. This isn't fake confidence or pretending you don't care. It's building a life so fulfilling that any person who joins it is a bonus, not a necessity. Life audit exercise. List 5 things that bring you genuine satisfaction that have nothing to do with romantic relationships. If you can't easily list 5, you've identified your work. Start building these areas immediately. The abundance mindset. Remember that there are millions of women in the world. If one doesn't appreciate your value, others will. This isn't about replacing people like objects. It's about understanding that your worth is undependent on any single person's recognition of it. Pillar 5. Respectful boundaries. Stoic response includes knowing when to walk away. If someone consistently shows you through their actions that you're not a priority, believe them. Respect yourself enough to stop pursuing people who don't pursue you back. The 3-strike framework. First, silence. Give them space. Second, extended silence. Check in once with genuine concern. Third, pattern of unavailability. Accept the message and redirect your energy elsewhere. Self-respect maintenance. Your attention is valuable. Treat it as such. Don't give unlimited access to your emotional energy to people who give you limited access to theirs. Pillar 6. Long-term character development. Use every challenging relationship moment as character training. The Stoics believed that obstacles were opportunities to practice virtue. Her silence isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. It's your chance to practice patience, self-control, and emotional resilience. Character questions. In this situation, what would the best version of yourself do? How can this experience make you stronger? What lesson is available here that will serve you for years to come? Daily reflection. Each evening, review how you handled challenging interpersonal moments. Did you react from emotion or respond from principle? This daily practice builds the mental muscle memory you need for future challenges. Implementation strategy. Here is your 30-day transformation plan. Week 1. Foundation building. Implement the 24-hour rule for all communication. Start daily fact versus story journaling. Identify and begin developing 3 life areas independent of relationships. Week 2. Boundary setting. Apply the single message principle to all romantic communication. Practice outcome independence in one low-stakes situation daily. Begin weekly life satisfaction audits. Week 3. Advanced practice. Implement the 3-strike framework with current situations. Practice stoic communication in all relationships, not just romantic ones. Add daily character reflection to your evening routine. Week 4. Integration and assessment. Evaluate which practices have become natural habits. Identify areas needing continued focus. Plan your approach for month 2 based on results. Your obstacle anticipation plan. When you want to send multiple messages, write them in your notes app instead, then delete them. When anxiety spikes, return to facts. Take action on something you control. When you want to check her social media, do something immediately that improves your life instead. Remember, this isn't about manipulation or playing hard to get. This is about becoming the kind of man who doesn't lose himself when others show inconsistent interest. This is about building character that serves you in every area of life. Your transformation starts with a decision you make right now, not tomorrow, not when you figure everything out. Now here, as your immediate action step, think of one situation in your life where you've been chasing someone who is pulling away. Maybe it's happening right now. Maybe it happened last month. In the comments below, tell me what stoic principle you're going to apply to handle it differently. Don't name names. Just describe the situation and your new approach. This isn't just about romantic relationships. These principles apply to friendships, business relationships, family dynamics, Any situation where you've been giving your power away to someone else's inconsistent behavior. Subscribe if you're serious about building unshakable inner strength. Hit the notification bell because next week we're diving deep into how to build magnetic confidence that draws people in. The natural next step in your character development journey. But here's what I need you to understand. Watching this video changes nothing. Knowledge without action is worthless. The man you become is determined by what you do in the next 24 hours. When someone tests your emotional equilibrium, will you react from desperation or respond from strength? Will you chase or will you choose yourself? Will you be the man who begs for attention or the man who commands respect through his character? The choice is yours. The time is now. Your future self is watching. Make him proud. Remember, true strength isn't about never caring, it's about caring without losing yourself. Master this and you master life.